Whoa, nice hair. What's going on, everybody? DSP here, and welcome to the weekly preview. Today is Sunday, April 8th, 2018. I just got out of the shower, which is why my hair is so poofy today. And welcome. We got a lot to talk about this week. We're coming off of my birthday week, where pretty much for the most part, I was just finishing up ongoing game playthroughs, which I didn't. The games that I played last week ended up being incredibly long, and I'm still going on with those playthroughs. However, I will be wrapping up at least one of those this week. This week, we've got a new game that I'm going to be trying out. If it's great, I'll keep playing it. If not, we have some flexibility. I may be starting up some other projects this week. The schedule this week's a little bit different, which I'll explain. A lot going on, so let's get into it, everyone. But I will preface this entire video with a quick statement. And moving forward, I'm hoping to be able to live up to my... Oh my God, excuse me. I'm hoping to live up to my word in regards to this statement, all right? Past few months, as you guys know, I've been really worried about my taxes. I've been really worried about a situation where I would not be able to pay my taxes and it would just be a steamrolling problem for me. My taxes are now done. They're filed. I'm going to be paying my 2017 back taxes this coming week. And my 2018 taxes are what they are. I can't pay them right now, but I'm not going to go into detail about that in this video. If you want a full explanation of what's going on, because you've been following along and or maybe being very supportive of me in the last few months in regards to this tax situation, there's two places you could go for a full explanation. Last night over on my Twitter, I put up a twit longer, which is one of those links. You can click on it. I could leave a giant tweet. That's one way I explained it in detail in writing. Or today on my pre-stream, before I did my gameplay stream of Call of Duty World War II today, I explained the situation in full, in detail. I even had my taxes. I showed you the paperwork and everything for them, okay? So if you really want the full, detailed explanation, that's where you can get it. In a nutshell, right now, I'm okay. I'm not in jeopardy of losing my house right now. But if things don't get really good this year, meaning if things on streams and YouTube don't pick up and get better for me this year, you know, by the end of this year, yeah, there's a chance that I may end up having to sell my house to pay my taxes, and then I have to move either to a smaller place or more than likely back across the country to Connecticut, which would be absolutely horrible. All right. But the bottom line is, I explained the whole situation in detail in this video and also on Twit longer. I'm not going to go into it here. And I'm committing to you guys, all right, that you're not going to hear about it anymore. I'm just not going to keep bringing it up every week on every pre-stream. There's no reason to. For me, what I need to do to move forward is every single day put out entertaining content for you. Whether it's an on-demand video on YouTube, a live gameplay stream on Twitch, both. You know what I mean? Realistically, that's the only way I see myself getting out of the situation I'm in. So that's what I'm going to focus on. No more are you going to hear me harping on it every single day in every single video. So for those who've really been just, oh my God, every time I tune into a Phil stream or a Phil video, he's talking about this again. Those days are over. All right. Now, that may change at the very end of this year if I'm so bad that it's like a last chance scenario. Maybe then I'll have to appeal for your help again. But as of right now, go with the flow. All right. My goal every day to have fun on stream, share those experiences with you. All right. By the way, I finally put a link to my stream in my weekend preview. I'm such an idiot. For a year, I've now been focusing on live streams rather than YouTube. Yeah, I never put a link to it in my freaking weekend preview because I'm an idiot. There it is right there. That's my Twitch stream, right, or my Twitch channel right there. So there you go, folks. There you have it. Okay, sound good? Let's talk. Let's talk about this week. Today, I played Call of Duty World War II. Oh, I should say this. Thanks to everyone who was very supportive this last week with my birthday. You know, I had my birthday celebration on stream on Friday, and then Saturday was my day when I celebrated it with my girlfriend. Had a lot of fun all week, sharing that with you, and a lot of people came out and supported me. Thanks, everyone, for that. Okay? All right, today I played Call of Duty World War II for the first time in a long time. Those videos are already live over on DSP Gaming on YouTube. You can check those at your leisure. Tonight, not doing a second stream, simply because I have so much to do. I'm working on my weekend preview right now. Then I've got patron stuff to do. Then I've got tax stuff to do. I've got all this stuff to do. So no time for a second stream. But tomorrow, Monday, the 9th, I'm back with double streams. It's going to be the big conclusion, finally, after 2 weeks, okay, of Far Cry 5. This stream will include the conclusion of the story, any final side content that I deemed that I want to do, Far Cry Arcade, where I'm going to check out what this mode is, and then to close the stream, a live review of Far Cry 5. all right? Just like I did with Sea of Thieves a couple weeks back. So there you have it, a very, very content-heavy stream coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Ni no Kuni 2 continuing. And now we're getting back to the plot. After a couple of streams where I was just doing side content and world exploration, we're heading back to the plot for this next segment. All right, so it should be pretty fun. Tuesday, we are checking out a game called Extinction. If you're not aware what this game is, think of a hybrid or a mashup of the World of Warcraft, so think big green orcs and stuff like that, with the world of Attack on Titan. So think giant monsters destroying cities. Well, the orcs are giant destroying cities, and you're a little human, and you're using, you know, super powered skills like super jumps and super slashes to fight the orcs and little creatures that fight you as you're trying to take down these orcs. The game looks interesting. The trailer itself looks amazing, but then again, trailers for every game look amazing, right? You may be saying, Phil, not many people are talking about this game. Why are you checking it out? Well, I received a review copy. Right now, I could play the game if I wanted to. However, I've decided that I'm going to stick to my word. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I am a person who is very against getting games before release date, getting games before street date, whatever you want to call it, and people getting priority to be able to play these games. Oh, you got an early review copy and you've been special, you special snowflake, you've been deemed worthy to play this game ahead of time on Twitch, on stream, and on YouTube. So you get extra money, extra views. You know, some people play these big AAA releases a week early and get thousands upon thousands of extra dollars because people come watch them and check them out playing the games early, which is ridiculous in my opinion. I'm not an elitist. I don't feel that just because I make a living playing video games and doing gameplay streams and YouTube videos that I'm any better than any of you. I see myself directly in line with who you are. All right, we're the same people. We play the games on the same day. No one should get preferential treatment. Therefore, I'm purposely, even though I could play Extinction right now, holding off until Tuesday to play the game because that's the release date of the game. All right. Very few and far between have I ever broken release day. I think there's three games ever in the 10-year history that I've ever done it. Although it's hilarious because, you know, ask the idiot, the negative idiots, oh, he does it all the time. And I've done it 3 times ever. One time it wasn't even my copy of the game. I was playing at a friend's house. And 2 other times I did get early copies and I was granted, well, one time I was given an early copy and granted permission. Everyone else was playing it that day too. Another time there was a loophole, way back, remember, with Dark Souls 3. But I digress. I don't know why I'm going into detail about this. See what I mean? So many people say negative stuff about me every day that it weighs down to the point where it's like, why is it every moment I have to defend myself? I don't have to defend myself. In 10 years, how many hundreds of playthroughs? 3 games ever have I played early. All right? It's my belief you shouldn't do that. So that's why I'm holding off on Extinction, until Tuesday. Now, here's the thing. No skin off anyone's back here if the game isn't very good. What if I play it on Tuesday? I'm like, meh. I play it again on Wednesday. I'm like, all right, this is just not a very good game. I don't have to play it ever again. I can switch up and we can start something else. Or if it's good, then great. We'll keep playing it until I beat it, right? But that's the cool thing about getting a review copy of the game is I'm not in any position where I'm being forced to fulfill any obligation and beat the game. It's not the case. I'm not being paid to kiss the game's butt. I'm an honest player and reviewer here. So if I don't like the game, I could just say it's not my cup of tea. I don't like it. And tell you why, and move on and do other stuff, all right? But Tuesday and probably Wednesday, my main gameplay streams are going to be this game, Extinction. Tuesday and Wednesday night, more than likely, it's going to be Ni no Kuni those nights as well, okay? Thursday is my day off. Now, wait, what? Phil, you just had Saturday off. Yeah, I know. What's been going on is it's very hard for me to get a schedule that's been in line with Kat's, my girlfriend Kat's, and every week what we try to do is find the day or days when we could probably both take a day off, all right? This week, that only day is Thursday. So I have to take a Thursday off. I know it's weird because I'm only coming back, you know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He's taking a day off again. I know. But that's just the situation, guys. This is going to happen every once in a while, all right? So Thursday is my day off this week. I'll come back on Friday. What am I playing on Friday? It's going to be directly dependent on how stuff went with Extinction. If Extinction was good, I'm going to keep playing it, all right? If it's not, then I'm probably going to switch over to something else. What will I switch to? Well, I've got 1 week until God of War. And everyone knows God of War is the big release this month. It's going to probably take a long time to beat. They've been saying it takes 20 or more hours to beat it. Some people say, you know, over this open world, if you do everything, it could take up to 30, 35 hours of wandering around and doing content and stuff. So, I don't know. You know, what should I do with only a week? I could start Bloodborne, But if I start Bloodborne, understand there's no way I'm beating it. I'm just going to have to play a few sessions and then put it on hold until I have time to play it again. It's that simple. People would have to accept that, okay? Or, I guess I could do something completely different, like Assassin's Creed Rogue, which was released HD version, you know, or modernized version a couple weeks ago. Or I could play a survival horror game. Some people asked me to replay Silent Hill 2, like a retro replay. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided. And the thing is, I asked for about the last week what people would like to see. I'm not really getting any consistent kind of answers. I'm not. People just don't seem to be in line with exactly what it is they want to see if I end up doing more of a downtime playthrough in the next week. So maybe I'll just make a spur-of-the-moment decision. I'll be honest, I am kind of feeling Bloodborne right now, but I'm okay with putting it on hold and coming back later. I don't know what's going to happen if I play it for 2, 3, 4 sessions, and then I say, okay, it's on hold for God of War. Rubble, 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 how dare you, you know, ridiculous people who are going to go nuts because I'm not playing it. So we'll see what happens. This coming weekend, more than likely, since it's been successful, I'm going to do a session of Ultra Street Fighter 2. Okay? They've been successful when I did them. People really enjoy these sessions of Ultra Street Fighter 2 that I've been playing. The streams have been good. So I'm going to be doing probably another session this coming weekend. Will it be PUBG this weekend? I don't know. I mean, I played it last weekend for my birthday, and it didn't necessarily go down super well. At the same time, it didn't go down terribly either. It was just kind of eh. Maybe I'll do some PUBG this weekend. Maybe I won't. I'll feel it out. But yeah, I'll probably mix in some Ultra Street Fighter 2 there for variety's sake. So that's really what you can expect in the next week. The conclusion of Far Cry 5, this game Extinction, Ni no Kuni 2, and definitely some Ultra Street Fighter 2. Possibility there may be another game going in there if Extinction ain't so great. We'll put something in there and wedge it in before God of War releases on the 20th of April, okay? Now, in regards to God of War, I've been getting lots of questions for the past week or 2 weeks. Phil, are you going to be doing a midnight release? Are you going to do a midnight release and play the game at 9 p.m. your time on Wednesday night? On Thursday night, which would be the 19th of April, and play a few hours that night, you know, before you jump into the game full time starting that Friday. The answer I have for you is it's a very probable. I'm very interested in doing it. The only reason that I would think I wouldn't do that would be if something with Kat, like if she had to, like some reason it would not jive with her, it would screw up her schedule or something. But I don't foresee that. I think more than likely what's going to happen is I'm going to do a main gameplay stream on the 19th, which is a Thursday, and then I won't do like a second stream. Like normally now my second stream starts around 6:15 p.m. I won't do that. I'll forego that. I'll do anything I need to do around the house to get it all done before that nighttime stream, which will start around 9 p.m. and I'll play for maybe 2-3 hours, maybe 9 p.m. till 11 or 9 p.m. till midnight to get a few hours into that launch night hype and get those videos going on YouTube right off the get-go, okay? And then, yes, then continuing on, it will be God of War as the main featured game till probably the end of April, paired with like Ni no Kuni 2 or maybe some other stuff, okay? So that's what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm getting. Now, some other people have asked me, Phil, am I going to be playing Yakuza 6? I'll be honest with you guys, probably not. Reason being, there's no way I could play 2 JRPGs at once. It's not going to work. Never in the history of me ever doing stuff in 10 years have I been able to even hold people's interest with just one JRPG. Can you imagine now if I'm playing 2? So no, until Ni no Kuni 2 completes, there's no way I could consider playing another JRPG. I mean, I've still got Yakuza Kiwami I never finished. Persona 5 I want to bring back at some point this year. Yeah, I would consider playing Yakuza 6, but again, not when Ni no Kuni's going. So if I could finish Ni no Kuni in the next week or 2, then there's a possibility maybe Yakuza 6 will be the game that's like a secondary game. But I'm not even going to consider it until Ni no Kuni 2 is done. So let's not count our chickens before they're hatched, as they say. Okay? So there you go. A pretty exciting week. Pretty exciting month with God of War coming up and all of that. One final thing. Coming up on the 26th of April. The 26th. Ask the King, my Q&A show. This is a bi-monthly show, okay? It's interesting now because I didn't do a Hate Live last month. That's my podcast. So because I didn't do a podcast, there may be like tons of questions now that you guys have saved up for me. Please, if you want to get your question answered on the show, head over to the kingofhate.com forums right now. There's a section there for this episode of Ask the King coming up, and post up your questions. I can't emphasize anymore that you need to post up if you want a chance to get your question answered. And the more questions I get for Ask the King, the better the show is, all right? And if you were a patron who pledged $20 or more either in March or February, you're entitled to post up a question and get it answered on the show. There's a special thread on the kingofhate.com forums for you. You should have gotten a private message by now if you were a February patron. If you are a March patron, tonight. It's actually tonight that I'm sending out that information on patreon.com via PMs. Now, if you don't get a message and you feel like you're owed, well, I didn't get a message about this perk, I don't understand, email me, all right, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Or maybe you get it, but you don't have access. Well, please read the PM I send you, because maybe you need to send me some information so I can upgrade your forum account. I promise you within 2 weeks here, I'll have all the forum accounts upgraded, and therefore everyone will be able to have a fair chance to post up their questions for Ask the King before the show airs live on stream on the 26th, okay? So, in summary, no more mentioning of my taxes until maybe the end of the year if I need help again. But at this point, there's no point in me doing it anymore. If you want the full situation, you got to check out the Twit Longer I put out yesterday on Twitter. Or the video I put out on DSP Gaming on YouTube, the pre-stream from today. Explains everything. Tomorrow, Far Cry 5 concluding. Then NNK2 2. Then Extinction starts on Tuesday. Thursday's my day off this week. This weekend, I may be getting a new playthrough depending on if Extinction's any good. More than likely this Saturday, I'm playing Ultra Street Fighter 2 for a session. Next week is the big build-up to God of War. When God of War comes out, more than likely I'll be doing a midnight release. All right, and that'll be the main game kind of finishing through the end of the month. I'm not playing Yakuza 6 until I finish NNK2 2, and it's not guaranteed that I'm even going to play it. I'm kind of mulling it in my head if I'm going to or not. And Ask the King is airing on the 26th of April, so please post up your questions. There you go. That's a cumulative episode. Pretty interesting, right? A lot of stuff going on. Thank you. Thank you guys, as always, for your support. I really do appreciate it, whether it's here on YouTube, whether it's over on Twitch, whether it's on my Patreon, wherever you guys do it, you know. It's very much appreciated, okay? That's about it, guys. Thanks very much for watching the Weekend Preview. Without further ado, we got the new patron call ready for you guys. Thanks to the following March patrons whose pledges all allow me to continue to do this as a full-time thing. Thanks, everyone. Peace out. Have a good night. See you tomorrow for the end of Far Cry and more NNK2. Bye-bye.